Hello. Welcome to Ultimate Zero to Hero, a challenge where I take every single spec in the game to Keystone Hero. Last season, we completed our first 5 specs with no prior tanking or healing experience. Oh no. Oh, how did that happen? No! And this season, I am back for more. So sit back, relax, and let's continue the journey. Okay, fellas, we're starting a bit early today, as you can see. Yeah, the plan for today is to hopefully finish up Fire Mage once and for all. Because I cannot be excited enough to be done with the spec, you know? I'm 2.76 right now, almost there. But we do have a fat key, which is a motherload 12, that is 2 keystones. If we did time this, it would probably be it in a single key. Also, gear-wise, I'm not sure if I showed you this last time, but I did craft a large weapon and I did craft a very large neck. Then you can push 3k as Arcane Baby or Frost. Fuck no. If you buy me token, I can play again, by the way. Well. BM God back to WoW. This guy is extorting my gold in game. This guy won't play the game with me unless I buy him token. Who knows, I might end up giving in. We'll see. Hey, this, that's pretty bad RNG. Expo. Pretty bad. Okay, we spam. Do some spamming here. Simple as. SP immediately. I'm learning, guys. I'm adapting. I'm adapting to this game. And we're just gonna save this. Okay, don't fuck up the skip and a fucking plus 12 on my ult. Maybe. Did I pull that? Let me die. Never mind, that didn't work. I don't think that was me, was it? Wait for these. Oh yeah, I have learned that... I mean, I haven't really learned this, we have known this before, but I now understand that I should be just waiting after the meteor for my Fire Blast procs. I'm fucking... pretty sure I'm under gear for this, by the way. Fucking hell, I fucked up my... Jesus Christ. It's over. It's actually over. It is over. I tried to hit my fucking combustion there. I completely failed. I choked so hard. Should I even pop?
Interrupt.
The answer was no, once again. I fucking hate this spec, like, with all my fucking being and soul. I can't stand this shit. Please carry me through this key, teammates, and I'm never playing this spec ever again in my entire life. I don't want to see this shit, bro. This is like fucking... This spec is so frustrating to play. Half of the shit on the spec makes 0 sense. I'm done. I'm actually done. Take a break from WoW? I can't really do that. You see, I might be a little addicted. Our healer is dead. Is it over?
Target you.
Maybe. Nah, it's over.
Your survival.
Do we not have BRS? Yeah. Now he gets the BRS. This guy's a retard. Prison.
Watch your step.
You guys like that? Combust on the 4 mind strategy. I learned this from the best fire mages in the east and in the west. Yeah, almost timed. Close enough, I'd say. Close enough. We didn't get rating from that, did we? And now I have a shitter key. Post-production Adrian interception. So remember what I said about 3 minutes ago? If we did time this, it would probably be it in a single key. Well, that was a fucking lie, innit? What came after this was some of the most excruciating 4 hours that I have had ever since I created this platform. That solely made me reconsider even continuing with this challenge. Now, if you've seen the previous key, you would know that A, I have learned basically nothing new about the spec since the last video. B, my rotation has barely gotten any better and I'm still struggling to achieve 2 million overall on the damage meter. And C, I do not even have enough energy left in my body to try and act like I give a fuck about improving at this spec at all. So now that we have that clear, instead of lying and pretending that I give a fuck about this miserable excuse for a spec, let's do something a little different. So please enjoy me discussing the state of the challenge and pugging with my viewers, followed by a multiple minute fail compilation of me tragically failing at this spec's core mechanics. Intervention over, back to the video. How do you rate the journey at this point? Another 0 to hero streamer, YouTuber gave up because you just spent infinite time in keys that get trolled one way or another, and you just waste your time. Listen, Claris, okay? Like, the thing is, the game was, I feel like, always like this, okay? This is not an exclusively new thing. And yes, it is very frustrating. It is very hard on the mental health, but I still simply do it because I feel like I've made such a big commitment and it's such a big part of my identity as a content creator that I'm not really sure if, like, my, you know, my platforms would take it nice if I, like, stop doing that shit. And also, I feel like it would just be a cool achievement to do, you know? Who gave up, by the way? Definitely not Vlad on his devastation, but I can, like, 100% I can understand why he did that. 100% because this game is, like, extremely fucking frustrating. It really is. My take on this is that I would rather see you master elemental, get like 3.7k rating, be a new bond petco and play alts that you enjoy and do viewer keys. The only issue with that is, first of all, pushing high keys can also be extremely frustrating. I don't think many people understand how long it takes to probably time like a plus 17, plus 18 key, how many tries over and over and over. And also, second of all, that like almost certainly, like 100% basically requires a group. And I'm also really shy. That's why when you guys ask me to like go on VC when we're doing keys off stream or something, I'm not gonna go into a VC. So yeah, that's like a super extremely unrealistic goal, Zembo. Possibly would be fun. I would probably be less frustrated with the game, but like it is what it is.
Watch your step.
These guys don't care, do they? Yeah, these guys don't give a fuck. I have to do everything again. That guy's gonna bust.
Watch your step. Interrupt.
I prepared for the worst there.
Watch your step.
That would be it for my key, I think, maybe. I need to oh, too late. Too fucking late. See, I tried to alter and that's what happens. Never using that shit again in my life. It's like fucking... Oh my god. I have... It's too much computing power. I can't kick, I can't CC when I play shit like this. I cannot play hard specs. I just can't, bro. Listen, guys. If I can get to 2.8k with this spec, then I think anyone can get to anywhere with any spec. People are dying? Oh, you don't have yours. This is just me. I have to kill this boss. Easy. Okay, yeah, I got beat by a healer there. I don't even understand how I fucked up the double pyre there. I have no idea. Wait. And I flame strike on myself. You know what? Maybe all the people that I shit on while pugging are just people doing 0 to hero challenges. I haven't really thought of that. Like today I've been playing like a person that immediately goes on blacklist warden after the key, you know? 3000 IQ. Gonna have to do this shit like 2 more times today. Plus 12. Oh, Jesus Christ. Listen, I mentioned this already. Me saying that I'm gonna do 2.8k this season was the biggest mistake I have done in the past 6 months. That was one of my weaker performances, by the way. 1.7 is... LFG popping off today, yeah. This game is dead as fuck this week. Okay, let's try to like queue for keys or something. I feel like people are a lot more desperate on Tuesday, and so far it's been working. I just feel like this week is fucking dead for the game. Just as I say that. This Phoenix. Yo, guys, 4.6 after 2 pulls, that's not too shabby for me. I'm gonna fuck off away from that. Trolling. Can't get up a hill. This is my streamer. Let's keep. Okay, yeah, I'm retarded. My bad. There's clearly like a lack of tanks and healers. It should be like 60%, 20%, 20%, right? It's obviously not like that. But if they actually made tanking and healing easier, or if DPS got harder, do you think that would change? Or do you think like people are just bad and lazy at the game? Stress is another thing, yeah. Understandable completely. But difficulty, I don't know. Like when you think about it, okay, I think like most people, almost all people I would say, could agree on the fact that tanking is like a shit ton better this season. So much better than it was last season. So why are there still like no tanks in the game? That was a fucking, yeah. Oh my god, my friends. No way. I guess we don't care, I guess we straight up don't give a fuck. Am I not in the fucking spot or what? Please let me time this shit. I don't wanna play this spec anymore. My guy, that is not enough. Like, it's not enough. Bad opener, doesn't matter. Can I mirror image some of this? Okay, this guy's not on me. Quickly, go on this guy. I'm fucking... I just fucking explode to nothing. Oh, the key's over. This guy's complaining about my gems. Can you like fuck off? What's people's fetish in this game with fucking enchants and fucking gems? It's not, listen, it's not gonna help me do fucking... I'm gonna go from doing 1.7 overall to fucking 1.8 maybe. Gems aren't gonna save me.
Breath incoming. Run out. Watch your feet.
Yeah, but it takes 30 seconds to put gems in, so if you can't even see, you can't be asked to gem your gear, then you know what I mean? No, I don't know what you mean, because I don't fucking care how much it fucking takes. It costs like 10k gold. Even if I wanted to play this character, I'm gonna be replacing all of this shit. I'm 660. I never understood that shit. Like, why are people so obsessed with that? Unless you're playing like fucking plus 14s, I don't give a fuck if you're enchanted. What does it matter? Oh, okay, 1.98. Basically 98 parsing at this point. What else you want me to do? Blink through the shit? Technology. Oh, I was away. I was literally away. I blinked into the new one. Can't even hit them before they die. Can I flame strike, please? I never understood what was the point of these fucking... I don't know if it's an add-on or like a fucking macro or something. What the fuck is the point of telling people when you kick something? What, do you just want to be like, ah, look, I can use my kick button, I kick this guy? It's fucking stupid. Why do people play with that shit? This guy's gonna fucking run to Narnia. But yeah, I don't know. Why the fuck would you fear him? Where the fuck are you going? Stack like a fucking normal human being. How much? How much? On second thought, maybe you guys are right. Maybe this challenge is a big mistake and maybe I should just fucking quit this challenge. Stop doing it. This is the first spec that is like this, you know? Enhancement Shaman, we're gonna have to play 3 rogue specs. We're gonna have to play Resto Druid. We're gonna have to play BDK. What else makes you want to go cry in a corner? Tanks! Oi! Oi! Okay, go.
simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
Okay, I mean, might be doable, but my damage is over, isn't it? What do I even... What do you want me to do rotation-wise? Should I sit here and, like, try to, like, mentally encourage my teammates? What do you want me to do? I can Scorch now? Hello, holy folks. You came just in time to see me, lose my sanity on this, like, Dante's fucking 7th layer of hell of a 4-hour stream. Healer's dead, he got one shot. Should I wait for another ad? Should I be like, should I be a fucking Timu Arcane Mage in this game? Let's do that, actually.
Target change.
Let's do that. Yep. Timu Arcane Mage. I'm gonna talk to you about Warhammer when I finish the ski, but this is like fucking, this is insane priority right now, okay? Now I would sacrifice like a piece of my soul to time the ski today. Yeah, perfect fucking Fire Mage gameplay. Fireball, fireball. No, my fucking... Why the fuck was that so late? On the spot. Okay, I don't have CDs. I don't have CDs. This guy, please. This... Ultra time.
Boss. Keep moving.
Boom, boom. Go back. Movement speed. This on you, this on you. Pixel perfect. This is mind control that you're seeing right now. This is fucking Ultra Instinct. There it is. Give me that shit. Give me that shit. Boom! Above tank damage too. Yes, look. I beat the tank. That's all you need as a DPS. We are done. We are officially done. I almost lost my mind, but the challenge is done. Okay guys, I'm free. The nightmare is finally over. But yeah, Fire Mage, we have to talk a bit about the positives and the negatives, don't we? Now this isn't gonna be long because I only have 2 positives for the spec. First of all, I have to admit that you can do some okay-ish decent prio damage in cleave packs. By cleave packs, I mean 2, 3, 4 targets. But then if you want to do some prio on 5 targets and up, you're basically forced to sacrifice like half of your damage on the pack, but let's not talk about that. Let's focus on the positive here, okay? The second and at the same time last positive about the spec is that you're still a mage, I guess. Yeah, good utility, lost defensive external, all of that stuff, sure. Whoa, what are we waiting for? Nah, I'm not kidding right now. This is serious. These are the only 2 positive things that I can honestly say about the spec. Let's move on to the negatives. First of all, the spec is literally gear capped. Now you guys have been calling a lot of copium in my comments and Twitch about how I constantly complain about my gear on Fire Mage, but the fact is that basically every good Fire Mage or someone who tried to help me said that this spec is incredibly strict when it comes to stats, and I could definitely feel that before I got some upgrades that increased my haste and shifted some of my crit strike to mastery. Now I don't care what you say anymore, the state of the fact is that this spec is borderline unplayable and unperformable when you don't have close to perfect stat distribution. Second of all, this is sort of like 2 points, but I'm just gonna combine it into one and just say that this spec has the most ridiculous and unfun way to punish the player. And oh boy, is this spec punishing. Although the general game loop and sort of the point of the spec is actually pretty fun and pretty clever on Fire Mage, having to work around with guaranteed crits and having your entire rotation based around hot streak is actually a pretty cool idea. What is not so cool though is that if you play the spec for at least a couple of keys, you would know that the playstyle can become so convoluted at times that there is barely any time left in the rotation for things like defensives and utility. You have to go into combustion basically every single or every other pack. Are you trying to use some defensives or utility during that combustion? Oh hell nah, your damage is fucking over. Just say goodbye to that shit. You want to do some of those things after combustion? No. Now it's hyperthermia time, and if you don't spam all of these spells at the same time and completely ignore everything else, you'll have a horrible time in your next pack. Okay, my hyperthermia is over. Hopefully I can do some yummy defensives and utility now. Fuck no! Go spend like 3 seconds in your shifting power and then try to fish for crits, otherwise you're still not gonna do shit in the next pack. And this actually puts me onto the third point. Because of this bizarre keep crit critting to get your CDs down gameplay, it still somehow doesn't do damage in low keys. Yeah, what I basically mean to say that unless the pack lives for a while, which doesn't happen in anything below a fucking 12 or a 13 or whatever, this spec is that much useless because you cannot get into your soul damage window any quicker. And so if all of these points were unclear so far, I'm gonna put this bluntly and include it as a fourth point. Fire Mage is in basically every single way designed to not make you want to play this spec at all. Oh yeah, I forgot to include this before the previous point, which would make an even bigger case for myself. But did you know that if you play the spec even close to perfectly, it still doesn't do any fucking damage whatsoever? But yeah, the very condescending point that I'm trying to make here is that the spec barely even rewards you when you actually try to play it close to perfectly. So yeah guys, that is my review of the spec. This was easily the worst spec that we had to do so far, but I bet that there's plenty more waiting for me in the future. And see you guys next week when we're hopefully gonna play something better. Wait, what did you guys vote for next week? You cannot be serious.